Zed-Voices of the Youthspodcast, a podcast that amplifies.
You were studying her and all that, so you knew what was lacking. Okay, that's how he entered. I do research on.
Not
Sense of being, what can I say, a 0 to a 10. Okay, they're just there as a placeholder. They are there.
Para ukaleshemu youth, ukaleshemu youth. Para sister, ukaleshemu youth, ukaleshemu youth. Panoni paseti, tifuna voice ya mu youth. Ungangale ndiwekemba, panoni paseti, tifuna voice ya mu youth. Olowenza vibala, panoni paseti, tifuna voice ya mu youth. Nabose bama business, panoni paseti, tifuna voice ya mu youth. Nayi mamuma office, pushing my dreams, my dreams.
What's up? What's good and what's bad? Ladies and gents, welcome back to Zed-Voices, a podcast that amplifies with me, Tisro. This week I've got a project and we've got another episode. So make sure that you stay tuned. If this is the first time that you're joining us, make sure that you subscribe, guys. Like I always say, subscribe when you're free. Otherwise, I'm joined by a very interesting man in the building all the way from Zimbabwe.
yes.
Yeah. But this week I've got a project. I'm not really good at introducing people.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just allow you to jump in.
No problem.
Hey
guys, hello. My name is Oken Trevor. Just Oken for short. Yeah, hailing all the way from Zim. I've been with you for a few years. So
okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Cool stuff. So also ganza for them guys. In both sides.
And
yes. Yeah, but otherwise welcome Oken. And thank you very much for coming through today.
Pleasure.
So we've got an interesting topic, yeah. Like I always say, these are things that are happening. So skutati kwabovimvera po robwandi fish tikakudya live.
Yes.
And I'm sure you can relate as well. So we are just talking about gender roles today. Why is it just so? Maroles, yamma relationship. That's what we're getting into. But before we go there, before we go to the topic, I like to warm up the conversation. Phones at Sankap. Umvera chinyanjai.
Maningiche.
Okay, that's what's up. So bakusaba ku phones at choose. Between getting locked up with a stranger.
Okay.
For is it 78 hours? Or you swapping phones with your partner, which one would you go for?
For me personally, I'm not talking about just for me.
Yeah.
As much as I know myself.
Yeah.
Mchinja na chema phone na partner wangu. I don't mind.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. No, yeah.
In the kind of person I am. What I fear most about them finding out, it's not things that are related to other women or Vija, like.
Yeah. What is it? What is it about?
Like, the things I search up, or maybe things which I do research on.
Not searching up.
Not.
Hey, you a guy.
No. I'm sure, like, if you go on my page.
Yeah.
Okay. There are things which you might just see which are just weird, like how I post, what I write, my captions and all that.
Give us one. What's weird? Like one thing that's weird that I might find there.
Like let's say for example, my taste in music. Okay. I have songs which are not like normal songs, stuff like that, which might be icky to some people, you know. Like for example, when I grew up when I was in my teenagers, when I was like deep into like building myself, I used to watch my parodies, I used to watch my epic rap battles and all that. So it's just weird stuff. That's all, nothing else.
I see. But you know, this is a very, I mean, I understand you'd choose that. But swapping on my phones. Because Bambiri wamafa BP kumatikabura kuma phones ka? Yeah. Chat mulche happy so chemzibana na muntu wako but wapeza chat kasi huyu muntu alipa market you know the things they receive, you know how they interact with other people.
Swapping
but
phones,
you would you would swap.
I would.
Okay, but as a guy, how do you manage to just keep it clean like that? Ungamsile kwa phone muntu wako so.
How I can manage to keep it clean is have yourself occupied. I'm always trying to learn new skills.
Mm.
I'm always doing research on absolutely anything.
Yeah,
That's how I keep myself entertained.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
All right, thank you very much for that wonderful perspective. I think we can now get into today's topic, gender roles, guys, ladies and gents. David come up with. So I think just to kuserura vintu uzo wakuvivi meaning akuserura.
Yes.
Mkwai. So kuserura vintu.
Mhm.
So most times we are taught to say in a relationship.
Yes.
You know, a relationship is about two people.
Mhm.
But then in that same relationship, as a man and as a woman,
Mhm.
there's a way you're supposed to behave, and there's some things that you're supposed to be doing
Yes.
based on your gender.
Mhm.
Yet come back on the gender roles. So what do you understand by gender roles? Just in your own understanding.
Okay. What I understand by gender roles is a man and a woman. Okay.
Yeah.
They are two different entities which want to work together. Okay.
Yeah.
So a man clearly has his own duties as the man of the house,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady as the lady of the house.
It's the lady of the house.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if both parties
Mm-hmm.
they have specific tasks they are supposed to carry over in every single, let's just say, let me just give an example. When it comes to finances, traditionally a guy is supposed to be taking care of all that. Okay. Now when it comes to house chores and anything which involves the home or the house, the lady is supposed to take care of those.
Okay.
That's what I understand.
That's a good one. Because I think that's what most of us know. A woman is supposed to nurture, and you are supposed to be a provider and a protector.
Yes.
At the same time. And these days, with the way things are going,
Yeah.
it's like vintu vinambochinja ako pang'ono.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, ngati suchita nchitewe ufuna kuchita. It's either wazakuoneramo or
They will
you're not
replace you.
doing enough. Or they will replace you. That's a good
Most
one.
likely. You won't even know.
They will replace you.
Yeah.
They want someone else that can do that.
Yeah.
So just a quick one. Have you ever found yourself in such, or is this something that you've noticed maybe where you're expected to behave a certain way in a relationship?
I've experienced it.
Okay.
Let me just say it was twice.
Twice? In two different relationships?
No, two different relationships.
Okay. Two different girls.
Yes. Yeah, there were girls back then.
Okay.
Yes.
How? What? Give us that.
Like what happened was, I remember I was still somewhere 18, 19. I just finished my high school. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating this girl. She was a month old. Okay.
A month older
Just a
than
month
you.
old. So what happened was clearly it was just peer pressure from my friends. They had older boyfriends. Because you just know how the age gap is. If you're a 19-year-old girl, most likely you date someone who's 24, who's 25 or 23.
Yeah, at least
For
4
us-
something.
Yes, for us we're just a month apart. So what I could provide at the time was just me
Yeah,
as a person.
as a person.
Okay, my attention, my love, gifting. Yes, I could, but it was just patati. Then what happened was, second guy came in. Okay, now the dude came in hot. Monga is studying. He was studying her and all that, so he knew what was lacking. Okay, that's how he entered. And I know that girls from Norway. I feel like you're not doing enough. So in someone who's always like laughing. I even started laughing. I was like,
Aseka kocha bimu.
oh, in Chan.
Bwanji.
Then that's when she was like, I deserve more. I deserve better.
I deserve. And this is something that we talked about, I think, in one of the episodes here, where someone said that I deserve better.
Yes.
And in that moment, how did you feel?
As a guy who was that age, I think it's like there's only a second pain.
Yeah.
There's only one pain which is second to that, in my opinion. And I can't discuss it, Pano. But at the same time, it was very hurtful.
It was very hurtful, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's like
Everything.
yeah.
Confidence, pride,
confidence, voice,
just your image, everything dies.
and
And make things worse, my guy.
Yeah.
She was a neighbor. So now,
so meaning you would be seeing what would be going on.
I'll be seeing the car pulling up.
Okay.
I was seeing the car.
How long did it take for you to start seeing maybe a different guy or a motok after she maybe makambisa na vasira?
It didn't take time.
Yeah.
The guy was in the picture.
Apa girl wakamba nishi guys alikuwa kutyala.
Let's just say me and the girl were just like a cock boat to we are just thinking and again and a change. Then the guy just comes and drops a mint cut. You know what happens? It explodes, right?
It explodes.
That's what happens.
Cool stuff. And I think I would like us to I know this is really an issue. Like most of us are going through this when it comes to like being told to say you're not doing enough.
Yes.
And
yes.
One thing I've gotten from your relationship, you were at that point, like you've said, you're a month apart.
Yes.
And I think I mean, like, how do we get to that point where we start dating minus understanding certain things? Because obviously, if I'm dating someone that's a month older, you expect them to maybe do certain things. Maybe you shouldn't be too expectant because of the age and also
that topic needs to be discussed on. Topic age gap. Yes, it's very, very important.
It's very important
because you see, as I grew up the girls who were my age, they wouldn't be going out with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like just a mediocre guy. They'll be going for older guys.
True.
So now as I'm older as well, I don't want to go for younger girls. Okay? I want to go for girls my age.
Your age.
Still that same scenario happened whereby girls my age, I will be dating guys in their 30s. Okay? I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay? It's going to be something which is going to affect us.
That's very true.
Forever.
Sure. But I mean, I would like to also, I want to understand, is it really about age or maybe understanding when you're getting into a relationship? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you can be older, you can be younger, but things to do with what you're supposed to do, like what she said, to say you're not doing enough. I mean, were you supposed to be the one to do so many things, or maybe talks, maybe at or maybe you define your roles maybe in that relationship. Okay, say, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Thank you so much for asking that. There's one thing I failed to do, which I started doing just now. Before you enter a relationship, I think it's best for you to be on the same footing.
Be on the same page.
If you want a girl who likes things, those girls who say high maintenance.
High maintenance.
There's no way you can change her, my brother.
There's no way. Yeah, you can't change.
There's no way. So it's best to just leave her.
Leave her.
Yeah, and also the other thing is also like understanding. Okay. You should also understand what the girl is looking for in you. Okay. If she's looking for comfort, if she's looking for attention, if she's looking for assurance, if you can provide that,
looking to grow with you, things like that.
Especially that one. If she's someone who knows, I'm chasing my goals. He's chasing his goals, and we are both chasing a single goal at the same time. So it will be like 3 departments. Okay. Once you get to understand, I'll be doing this. You'll be doing this.
You'll be doing this. Mankarako
is. It's best just understand each other.
True that. I think with that in mind, I want us to define maybe some of the roles. Let's say for a guy, what do you think are some of the roles?
They are obviously the obvious ones. Provide,
protect. What
also,
else?
as a guy, you must. It's in your power to make sure your girl feels as beautiful as possible.
How are you supposed to make sure?
Assurance, always compliment. Okay. What you think will make her more beautiful? Discuss it with her. What she likes to like. Let's just say she feels as if makeup will make her feel more beautiful. Implement that. Help her in that area.
Okay.
Be the leader she wants you to be.
Yeah.
Yes, women are very stubborn. At the same time, they also want you to outsmart them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure that. Are you supposed to pay? Are you supposed to buy your girl? What's this? Lotion.
For me personally.
Nabando.
For me personally, they are just things. Even if a girl, they are just things you must just have. You must just be able to.
True.
You can't tell me you also need toothpaste.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Simple
you know,
toothpaste.
na bando cheyons.
Penango is just embarrassing sometimes, you know.
Why is he bajaga? And I think
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, you see what happens is like we are saying right now, this is communication, yeah. But you hear to some extent people say, no, maybe uribeshe drama. That's why you don't want to do these things. But at the end of the day, look, this is a relationship, and at the end of the day, you're also an individual. In as much as we are together in that relationship, it's not like I don't have any problem getting for you lotion. You know, that's not a problem about me getting, but it's also you realizing that I have to cut. It's not everything that I should give you.
Yes.
Why is it? Because now ufunika che wankarako che weka munga vintu lotion sure.
On that point, we need to remember relationship. There are two adults. Being an adult, it just means some of the things you just have to like have them and take care of them. It's just simple responsibility. If you're my girlfriend, okay, what I'm supposed to buy you is not something that you need all the time.
Sure.
Okay, let's just say for me, I like buying my girl gifts every month. Okay, when I get paid, there's a gift. If she wants my nails, they are there. Okay,
they're there.
That's what I can do in the meantime. Okay, so you find some people, they're not in a relationship for love and companionship. They're there for you to take care of them. So that means the mother, the father, and you.
You know,
that's where the issue starts.
Sure.
You as a grown adult, you can't tell me that I don't have money when you also don't have the same money.
You know,
it's redundant.
That's the thing.
It's like two tortoises laughing at each other. No, you're slow.
You're slow, but hey, Uma is right. Yes. Slow. Hey, but how do you even laugh at someone that you want them to give you things that you can't give yourself?
That's just being a hypocrite. That's just being a hypocrite.
You know, and
there are women make money, my guy.
True. They're there.
Yes.
And I think with that, have you ever, maybe in your own experience, have you ever been, maybe, what has a woman done for you? Maybe you thought, okay, since you yake but have you cheated?
First and foremost, I like to thank God.
Yeah.
Because most of my relationships, they've been with people who actually like me. Very important.
Africa kukonda muntu aye should like you.
Women are lovers, bro.
Yeah.
Women are lovers. I remember one of my birthdays, I was taken out. Not Dabwa, no Dabwa.
What Dabwa? It was a surprise.
Then she says on the menu, I made the reservation for 1 pin. You can cry.
Sure, you can.
Yes.
Before you choose, just know
there's 1 pin there.
You know, she was a guy that maybe in Cheko, 2 zari, 3 zari.
Because what happened was, it was my birthday. I was just chilled. Because in the most birthday, I'm just up. Okay? Yeah. Then, double check a phone. Babe, go bath. You start blushing.
Hey, Kasambe.
Okay, then I went. Then she said, come. I went to a place, okay? Yangu took us. Peleka ku restaurant ka Bunobuna, one mission. Then she was like, no, I got us reservations. That was my first time, like,
being taken out in such a manner. And I think it's actually. Okay, what I mean by that is, I think I don't know how we've made it look so weird these days that maybe get out, because at the end of the day, there's that notion that as a man, you're supposed to be strong somehow, and you're facing to rough. Why is it? So receiving such a kindful gesture is something that's very weird.
I'll never forget it.
You know, all those things.
I think women, just because you're a female, okay, they expect to be, what can I say, overlooked.
Yeah.
If a woman does a bad thing, mostly they say, it's normal. Okay. If she fails in a relationship, most times you don't blame women. Yeah. They're not blamed. They somehow have a shield towards that.
That's the thing.
They're shielded. So when you meet a woman who likes you, my guy, life is fun.
Life is nice, huh?
Life is nice.
Manje nice a guy foot stima ona. Ungapeza gere konda but also
as guys, we make mistakes choosing someone we are attracted to, okay, someone we love or lust especially, but in turn the girl is she's just blank. You find a guy who's begging a girl after he finds out she was cheating, instead of him actually maybe dumping the girl or trying to get some form of closure, he starts begging. A friend of mine, he started begging.
So,
but baby, what is missing that I correct? Ampeza a girl wako with another guy. Clearly, the guy is better than me.
Yeah.
Ampeza, so that is what some people call like simping. But
you've actually touched on something that I think I was also mentioning in one of these episodes. Like why do we? It's somewhat related to what you are just saying. Why do we want maybe something that doesn't want us? You know, I want to understand that area, because you know this girl, you like her and all those things, but you even because these things you can tell. Ona chati gero maybe siku feeling maningi, but you try so much ndeja tuambo space that you start doing things that you're not even supposed to do. Wamba kumbulira vintu kutata kukonde, you know, you start showing up like you've got so much.
Yeah.
But in the actual sense you live and you know that this person is not really invested in you like that.
Okay, I'm glad you brought it up. Us as guys, okay, the only thing which we chase that does not love us in most cases, which you are rightfully supposed to chase, is money. Okay, find someone who likes you, even if you have to take her from wherever, wherever, as long as she likes you, you can build on that. Because women are spiteful. Women are spiteful.
Because these days kind of ona muntu wangu ndio vilengesa zapeza chati uza chigere kukonda, but funa ijaye waona ati na, you know, we can't go into details, but nice yes. We put ourselves in these things also. Why is it? But anyway, with that being said, I would like us also to touch on judgment. Okay, like we are talking about gender roles. Have you ever experienced or noticed anyone who's been judged before for not doing certain things in relationship?
Like judgments in a relationship normally comes in the form of comparison. But let's just say my friend Mwaka, her boyfriend is doing so for her. Why can't you do the same for me?
Why can't you do that too?
I'm sure that is a very important lesson for every guy. You must go through that for experience.
Yeah.
Just for experience.
True.
Once you compare someone, depending on the same guy, most guys will fall out. They fall out of love.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because what kind of audacity must you have for you to compare?
How much is it, right?
And one of the most insecure people on the planet are women. Okay? You can just say no. If let's just say we switch, the guy does the comparison. Then he goes off like, this one is a better shape than you. Why can't you work towards attaining such a shape? How will you feel as a woman? You know? You totally love this guy.
Nationa muviri wako. Sungaende wapangako makago so.
Wachepa boy.
You know, chako one or two things. How would you feel? Things like that, yeah?
How would you feel? Yeah. So like it's wild out there.
True. I think it's also important for us to note that it's okay to want things for ourselves to feel good. Umaiziva ja kwenda ko wanotama ko maps maybe kwenda washitako chani, and it's okay maybe for a girl to ask that, oh babe, tingaendeko kwa so, but I think the issue is how you bring it up also.
Yes.
Because I think at the end of the day you're supposed to know each other. That's why I always ask manje peze kabwans that muri relationship but you don't know how to communicate. Because I think there's a way that you can be approached to say, I think we need to go kwa so. How much do you have? Or maybe these are things you should know.
For me personally, I know.
Yeah.
Women are not dumb. I've never seen a dumb woman in my life. Okay? They know what my guy can do this. Okay?
But
they will just try to undermine you, so like just to make you feel kaja. I'm not doing enough. Okay?
Now is
I'm not doing
in
enough.
A positive way?
It's not a positive thing in any way. Because you see, most times, I'm sure you heard this saying that no, if you build with a man, he'll leave you. Yeah,
someone was actually saying that girl, she stays with you and then in the end ukapezekati wapangako tumaafu ufuna manje another level.
Now it's not like ufuna manje another level. What did she contribute in
again,
your karma? Because women have a tendency of being, what can I say, a 0 to a 10. Okay, they're just there as a placeholder. They are there. But see where you're working, you're working on yourself. She's there. What is she contributing? Because once you start making money, there are many women who don't know how to manage money.
That's the thing.
You build yourself alongside her. Okay, she's just there. And when you're finally like at the stage you want to be, she's also the same person who can bring you down.
That's the thing. There's that saying that a woman can either bring you down or a woman can make you or break.
Make you or break you.
That's
in
the
most
thing.
cases they break you.
Yeah, so it's not about leaving them, but it's also what you do in a relationship. That should be maybe because you know that you won't. Okay, but I mean there are people that do that. But I don't think in English the verse whole. Na space tinangana na girl maybe for or at least 3, 4, 5 years. Then bwana mchinjira nzeru. Start punch. Okay, who knows? We don't know. Maybe in dramas kapaka kumangaza ati brain ya switch off, but still I think I wouldn't do that. Why can't I just even ngoza pesa katafuna yama levels manje girl, because now you can afford. Kati munga mwanzo akambira that those girls that yameneti makamba my issues yama levels,
like issue yama levels. Okay, if you're with her since day one, then you are now somewhere higher. She should also be higher. Okay, then she's supposed to become your new upgrade. But
no, that's a good point, because I think sometimes comfortability also with a relationship, and then you just become so comfortable. I'll give a simple example, but that's not literally what I mean. Was ovara chemushe then dating or bombovara vitenge.
Yes,
you know what I mean, because now I'm already with this guy, now I already have this girl. So she's so comfortable that number she could that
is one of the biggest mistakes we make in relationship.
Yeah,
like I did it once.
When
the relationship was starting, it was assurance after assurance, compliments after compliments. Why is you? Then 3, 4, 5 months along the line, I stopped doing it. Then you find the lady became, she just became stressed at some point. I don't know why have you stopped? I just thought she knew she's beautiful. She knows I know she's beautiful. Those simple things you are doing at the start. At you my first days on the Varachi wearing makeup, doing so. When I feel for you, those are some of the things which I feel for. Don't stop.
Sure.
Increase. Okay. Not that you're about to reach the finish line and then you slow down. That's where most people fail.
Yeah.
Because I could tell I've stopped, because she would ask me, when was the last time you took me out? When was the last time you gave me a compliment?
Oh, I think moving on to something different. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've talked much on the guy's side.
Okay.
What do you think? Karo playing a game relationship apart from nurturing, I mean the common one.
The common one. Okay.
Which other role do you think a girl is supposed to do in relationship?
I think a girl is supposed to provide support.
Define support to you.
If your guy, let's say your guy is let's just make like he's a carpenter. Okay, try your best to make sure he's working with a positive mindset. But I know, babe, we can do this. Why don't we try this? So. Because for me, I strongly believe that women are smart.
They are very smart.
They are very smart. And women have less mental load than guys.
Yeah.
Because the guy is always thinking, no, let me do this. How many pages? At some points, it's just telling your guy, baby, got this. It goes a long way.
Sure.
And if you know your guys, because most guys are hustlers from what I know.
Yeah.
They are selling so. Just help him advertise, because women easily get products out.
Life full of amalavu, conversations relevant na mpamvu, we cement no angoze, baimvera bafana bakulu na angoze.